it's a 50-50 relationship. 3, that it spells out our hotspot card process. What is a hotspot card? It is the information that we collect from the homeowner. It spells out what's wrong in their life, what has happened, what's the hardship. It's an authorization form for the lender to speak with ESOP about the situation. It collects financial information, and then we're to collect other information such as proof of income, banking statements, W-2s, everything that proves that they can afford this home, and it will pull and stop all foreclosure action. So if a homeowner comes to ESOP on Friday and they're facing a sheriff sale on Monday, as long as I get that file over there on Friday, they will pull that sheriff sale, and they will try to work it out as opposed to foreclosing on the homeowner. To the extent, of course, they know that also in the agreement, they know that I'm not going to give them garbage either. They know I'm not going to send them a piece of paperwork that has somebody with no income that can't necessarily afford the home. They know that I'm going to do my counseling piece and be able to help to save someone from foreclosure who can afford the home. Another added bonus to this, and I usually don't discuss it, but given the audience, is the access to REO properties. We do currently get their REO lists on a regular basis, and we try to get those to the right people. Like right now, we have a pilot project with NPI with 6 of the CDCs in their strategic initiative investment area. So right now, we are comparing our REO list to their model blocks, and we're trying to make sure that they can get those REO properties so that they can rehab them or whatever they want to do with them. And that's just an added piece. And again, when Larry Litton was in town, when he met with us, he was like, well, this land bank that Rokakis wants us to do, is that a good idea? We put them on a bus. We called up Lolly the Trolley. We put them on a bus, and we took them around the neighborhood. We took them around my neighborhood, Slavic Village. And we showed him the properties that he once owned that he sold to somebody for $1,000. We all know if he sold this property for $1,000, what happened to it, right? We showed it to him. This is a property that we found that at one point you owned. You sold it to XYZ, whatever, for $1,000. And this is what's of it now. It's still a piece of crap. This is what's happening to our neighborhoods as you sell this property to a flipper. So yeah, we support the land bank. We absolutely support it, and we think that you should put every effort into the land bank. And he left our office like, okay, good. But those are some of the aspects of ESOP. We use our direct action to get agreements. We currently have agreements with 12, 13 lenders. They break down to be about 24 because, the lenders have subsidiaries. We're currently going after Wells Fargo. Again, they received a letter. They chose not to come to the table. They've got to learn the hard way. But, again, when we do our direct action, the goal is always to better our neighborhoods in order to bring the lender to the table so that we can keep people in their homes. That's always the objective in this predatory lending. We've gone after payday lenders, any form of, thank you, any form of predatory lending that we can find. Again, it's membership driven. So if we collect hotspot cards on a regular basis and we see an issue that's underlying, like we see a constant issue, how did Destiny Ventures come out in our hotspot cards? This is a way that we collect information. If I see Destiny Ventures on the paperwork 4 or 5 times in a session, it's a problem. And I'm going to give it to my organizer for that. Again, everybody likes the results. The agreements are great. It gives us a tool to be able to save people from their homes. Everybody likes that. But nobody really likes the organizing that it takes to do it. And so we're funded to do all of the counseling. But, I'll give you this, and my director will say, I can't believe you said that, but I'm going to say it. If you want to support you know, these types of efforts, I would be daring to say to start supporting organizing more so than the counseling piece, because the counseling piece is already being funded very well. So I think that we need more organizing dollars in order to get more agreements. And that's just how I feel about it, but, you know. I think that you guys sitting here is a great start, because ESOP is usually, since we're direct action, we're a hard pill to swallow. But that's okay, because we still get the job done, in my opinion. But there are things that ESOP do very well, like organizing, that we don't do as well as other organizations like neighborhood housing services and their credit counseling piece and things like that. So I think if we work as a team, as a community together, that I think we can probably cure this faster than if we work at this separately in our separate cities and our separate wards at ESOP or neighborhood housing services. It'll never work like that. I think that we really need to pull together and accomplish this together. So, and that's ESOP. I don't know.